Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, where the retractable roof of Minute Maid Park is closed. It's the home opener of this new season between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Houston Astros. It's Astros baseball on the show.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. And Harold, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come in hoping to get back on the beam as they've dropped 3 straight.
Yeah, they're on a small losing streak, but it could lead to a long one if you don't sit there and say, all right, it stops right here. We got to put a stop to it right now. Somebody's got to come up with a big hit. We got to get a good pitching performance. We need to win the game because that's the mindset you have to have. We're stopping it right now. The buck stops here.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
The right fielder, number 34.
Bryce Harper comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Curveball that time, not even close.
Well, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Batting third.
Stepping into the box, Tommy Pham. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Kepler looks up, and it's gone. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Here we are in the first inning. We're watching adjustments be made after giving up that extra base hit. Now that's better location. He's going to have a better day if he does that.
Kepler's there for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Now in the box, Justin Bour. He's hitting just above the banner 300 mark on the season coming into this one. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll avoid the fragments out there. Here's Jake Marisnick. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Jake Marisnick.
Back up the middle. Crawford ranging up the middle. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, and the average isn't pretty, down into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Harper. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So coming to the plate, Ozzie Albies. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. These Phillies, Harold, as they enter play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix the pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
And Harper will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Here's C.J. Cron now. The average for him entering play, not far north of 200.
C.J. Cron.
This one's down to third. To his left, Robertson. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Upton ranging back. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting 8.
Now batting, J.P. Crawford. Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Upton's under it. And that's the 3rd out. Coming to the plate now, Manny Machado. On the season, he's hitting just over 290 coming into action here. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Here it comes, 2-0. 3-0 now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Pham coming in, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Here's Justin Upton now. Batting average is a likely source of pride for him. Currently sitting in the high 320s. Soft liner to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And a ball, 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher who's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And they are on the board as the run scores from third to cut the lead to 2-1 now. Stepping up now, Mark Reynolds. As he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here. Digging in, Daniel Robertson, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Well, that's a high pitch he's swinging at right there. Even if he makes contact on that, Matt, I think it's a pop-up. He's probably not going to drive that ball. That ball's so high out of the zone.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. But he will just, in fact, draw a throw. And he might have been better served to try and test it that time, but instead he stays at third with one away. Max Kepler is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one.
Now, Matt, that's a great pitch. I mean, look, he's in a jam. So what do? You go with the slider that he's probably going to reach for. Good pitch.
Not a good at-bat from him so far. He's got the bases loaded out there, but he's been way too aggressive, chasing the first two pitches way out of the zone. He should be sitting pretty right now.
And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game. Digging in to try it again, Jake Marisnick. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. And here's a ball hit in the air. Bohr is there for it. And the inning is over. Into the box now, Nick Williams. And he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow.
Williams.
But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
The second baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Altuve. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 1 strike now from Cole. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. At least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. High in the air out to center field. Marisnick is after it. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
The right fielder, number 33.
Riding in once again, Bryce Harper. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1. To right field and way out of here. Look at this thing go. And this one is gone. A home run. Digging in for his second at-bat, Tommy Pham. And remember, he hit that two-run homer his first time up. Swung on and missed for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Beautiful changeup. Got him out front with that swing right there. That's what a changeup will do. Just keep you off balance.
A little bouncer, but it gets foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And strike 3 called as he said. Ready for another chance as Drupal Cabrera 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Designated hitter as Drupal.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the third. Digging in the switch hitter, Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie Albies.
First delivery to him on the way. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Manny Machado. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. But this is pulled in by the shortstop. Stepping in, Justin Upton. He singled his last time up.
Justin Upton.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 0-1, here's the pitch. And a fastball just a bit high.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And a dive, but he's back. Upton awaits the 1-2. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Next for the Astros.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And this will be a base hit as the runner will come in to score from third. And we are tied at 3 apiece. Coming to the plate now, Mark Reynolds. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. Minor ready with a 1-2. Now a foul tip held onto behind the plate. It's strike 3, and that is the third baseman, Mike Moustakas. Now he's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman, Mike Moustakas.
And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd of foul ball. 1 strike now from Cole. Drilled right back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. At the plate, Justin Bour comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. For Moustakas, he picks up his 6th double so far on the year. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he is out on the tag. Here's C.J. Cron now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. And that misses 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Digging in, Wellington Castillo. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. And he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Now that's what a slider's supposed to look like. Great execution. Starts off the plate and makes him reach.
Too high. 1-2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Reynolds is there, and he puts this one away for the... Now at the plate, Daniel Robertson. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Baseman, Daniel
down on the shins
Robertson.
and missed with it. Ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And here's a ball hit in the air. Bohr ranging into the outfield. And he goes to second with it. The tag, and he is out at second. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He hit a sac fly earlier. Into the windup and the pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Now batting.
Here's Jake Marisnik. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Kepler rounds the corner and is headed home. And that's going to break our tie as the runner scores from second to make it a 4-3 ball game. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And now the runner's trying for third. In the dirt here. Oh, and the pitch is low, and it won't be dug out, so he's going to take third on the stolen base. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Lifted in the air to center field. Pham has a read on it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll tack on an insurance strike with the sac fly as they lead now 5-3. Digging in once again, Ozzie Albies. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And that misses ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1.
That was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. Crawford is there, and the side is retired. Striding in, J.P. Crawford. He'll lead things off against Garrett Cole.
J.P. Crawford.
And this is fouled back and out of play. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Marisnik is under it. 1 out. Stepping up to the plate, Nick Williams. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hit sharply toward the right side, but he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky situation.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Ready once again, Manny Machado. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. Hit hard towards center, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway. Here's Justin Upton now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Dom Acevedo is going to.
Your attention, please.
Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there.
Acevedo.
Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Altuve for 1. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play. Ready for another shot now. Wilson Contreras. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Slapped hard the opposite way. Harper is there, and he'll make. Here's Bryce Harper now. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
The right fielder, number 34.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Pitch on the way. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
It looks like he just swung right over that sinker right there. What is so hard about a sinker, you have to almost go underneath it and scoop it. You got one of those swings that goes over the top, you're never going to hit him.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Digging in to try it again, Tommy Pham comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Trying to pick things up.
Third baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Down the first baseline. He'll go to the bag for 1. Ready for another chance. Justin Bour. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
And this is fouled back and out of play. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. Stepping in and ready for
designated hitter, C.J. Cron.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Striding in once again, Mark Reynolds. A hit in 2 tries. So Colin Moran is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line.
Oh, he's clearly hitting off the fastball right there. You don't hit one that hard if you're not looking for it.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. 1-1. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Pham on the move. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Third baseman.
Digging in once again, Daniel
Robertson.
Robertson. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. The 2-0 on the way. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Harper is over a few steps as he puts it away for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Right fielder.
Digging in and looking for more, Max Kepler. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. Harper is over just a few steps to his left as he takes it for out number 2. Ready once again, Jake Marisnick. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And he'll make it to second here as he's moved into scoring position now after the passed ball. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
In now, Asdrubal Cabrera. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Williams on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the... Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
33.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Here it comes. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Everybody knows he's got that fastball up in the hundreds. Man, you just got to get yourself ready to let it fly. Get your hands through the zone as quick as you can.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Ready for another shot now. J.P. Crawford. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
The left fielder, number 5.
Stepping up now, Nick Williams. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Now here's the pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Ozzie Albies. Will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Ozzie Albies.
Swing and a miss on a ball in his eyes. 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Pulled toward right center field. Pham sprinting after it. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning.
The shortstop.
Here's Manny Machado now. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Harper racing back. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. So 2 gone in the inning now. And here's Justin Upton. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. And the changeup is way low that time.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
And that misses 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Jose
Leading off
Altuve.
for Philadelphia, second baseman, Jose
Here's the pitch.
Altuve.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And this is taken in by Upton for the first out. Here's Bryce Harper now. Comes in 1 for 2.
Right. Harper, your attention, please.
Now the Astros are going to get a left-hander up and cranking out in the
Number
bullpen.
81, Jesse Biddle.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
That's some good hitting right there. Great eyes. I mean, to recognize that and lay off it right now, that was nice.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Again, he sends it out of play.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Another one sent foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Center fielder number
At the plate,
20.
Tommy Pham.
Tommy
He launched
Pham.
one over the wall back in the opening frame. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Well, he got him to chase a fastball right there off the plate. He's such a good hitter. You don't see him chasing out of the zone very often. That just tells me the pitcher's got pretty good stuff. Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's
Leading
looking
off
for
for the
hit number
Astros.
3 here in this at-bat.
Wilson.
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. Now at the plate, Colin Moran.
First baseman, Colin Moran.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he pops him up back behind second base. Crawford backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Now at the plate, Daniel Robertson.
Now batting, third baseman, Daniel Robertson.
And that one stayed too low apparently. And low and inside with a fastball as he's got a hot-footed out of there. 2-0 pitch on the way. Takes this the other way to right. Oh, and a fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, right
Max
fielder,
Kepler the next to
Max
grab a bat.
Kepler.
1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Now a cut fastball that almost had a little too much cut as it nearly ran in and got him. Now a swing and a fly ball. On the move is Harper, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ready with the 1-1. Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into. Digging in now, Mike Moustakas. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Mike Moustakas.
A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And no swing, apparently, ball 1. Moustakas waits on the 1-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And the curveball is chopped foul right at the plate. It's strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. After it is Upton. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Striding in, C.J. Cron. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Roberto Ozuna gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Oh, it has him looking silly here. It's 0-2. A sold-out crowd of 40,950 ready to lift off here in the Space City. And he'll check his swing here. Did he go around? Yes, and the ball game is over. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win. And this man